Okay, something important to know when it comes to just life in general is that reputation is who everyone else thinks you are based on perception. Character is who you truly are based on reality. So never compromise in character to protect your reputation. In other words, never compromise in who you are as a person in reality to protect who other people think you are according to their perception. Because what is perception besides deception? Nothing. All it is deception. If you pass 1 million people in your life and 1 million people lay eyes on you, that means 1 million versions of you is running around in the world in other people's minds. Because a person forms an opinion of you and who you are inside their mind the moment they lay eyes on you. So never allow what other people think and perceive you as compromise your character and who you truly are as a human being, as a child of God. And another thing is when it comes to people doing you dirty, gaslighting you, lying about you, spreading rumors and false accusations, just know this: it is never good to react, because to react is coming from a place of emotion. To respond comes from a place of contemplation, where you think about what you are going to say or do. When you react, the majority of the time it's going to be a negative outcome because you don't think. It's just emotion led. And what is emotions? It's energies. It's different types of energies, which you can call spirits, like the spirit of anger. See, you have triggers in your mind according to psychology. There's triggers in your mind, but when you relate it to the spiritual warfare that we go through every single day, every single moment, those triggers are placed based on principles that you picked up as a child. And what are those principles other than principalities? Spirits. So those triggers, say for instance, if someone calls you a name, you fight them. That's a trigger. Somebody calls you that specific name, you flip out, you fight. Why? Because that spirit of anger is set to come upon you when that trigger is triggered. So God led me to psychology to learn about me, why I tick the way that I tick, and to learn why others tick the way they tick. This is very beneficial because Satan knows how you tick. He knows how I tick. He knows the human mind. And he uses psychology, propaganda, and all that to manipulate you, brainwash you, and basically program you and your children, and has for a long time. He's had a long time to perfect his plans, his system. So learn where your triggers are, because getting mad and acting out of anger, the spirit of anger coming upon you, and you do things that you don't even realize that you do until it's done. And then you just say to yourself, oh, well, that's just who I am. You're accepting a wicked spirit as who you are. So that's accepting that you're wicked and you're willing to always be wicked because you're not trying to change it. And how can you grow if you're stagnant? If you're okay with being wicked, how can you grow and become more righteous if you're not seeking to be? So disarm the triggers and you disarm the spirit of anger and all these other spirits that come upon you, the spirit of lust. It's pretty simple. Put in the work, go wherever God leads you to know yourself, because you can't change the world. You draw these invisible lines inside of your mind that no one can see, and you call them boundaries, and expect everyone who can't see those lines not to cross them, or else you'll get mad and you'll lash out. How prideful, because that interferes with their free will as well as yours. It's your free will to place those boundaries, don't get me wrong. But expecting everyone to abide by your boundaries, that invisible line that you drew in your mind that they can't see, is very prideful. Because if somebody wants to call you a name, they have free will. Now, is it right? No, it's not. But if you can't control what the world does, if you can't control and make sure that they abide by your boundaries, then maybe you need to set something in your mind that causes you to be able to respond rather than react. And don't compromise in character, who you are, to protect your reputation, who people think you are. I could care less what people think of me. They can think this is an act, they can think I'm ungodly, but at the end of the day, my Father knows me, and I know me. It's all that matters. See, the ones putting on their mask every day to blend in with society, to be a part of this world, that's the ones who's acting. Because in the spirit, we know what we need, our Father. That's it. But in the flesh, we need money. We need friends. We need a husband, a wife, kids. So get in the Word. Ask God to lead you wherever in life to find the answers to grow inside, to grow closer to Him, to be more righteous, to show more love.